You guys notice there's like a little duckling back there? No, we're supposed to know that. Anyway, we're taking a look at a knockoff toy this time. I know, right? Crazy. It's a knockoff Transformer Soundwave, which he has a bunch of parts. This is supposed to be the G1 Soundwave, but he's supposed to be a lot smaller. I'm gonna try and see if I can find a good scaler. Yeah, we're gonna use Blitzwing again. He's supposed to be like half the size of this. But yeah, he's just a super big version. And the reason why I didn't get the original one is because on eBay, they are like $50, and I'm not paying $50 for a brick. But you know, it comes with part forming like you would expect with all Transformers. But he's a cassette recorder, which I mean, yeah. He actually has weapon storage. Okay, it's not. You get it. And you want to know a cool trick? You want to know a cool trick that he can do? Just give me a second. I gotta get transformed myself. That was cringe. Okay, now you see how this look. You can put them on. You can put them. See this tab here, baby. You can put them like that. Now you're ready to go with your male friends. Do I look original? Am I original? Anyway, that's a cool unilateral feature that you can do. Which, I mean, I think it's on the original toy. I don't know. Since it's the knockoff, the Decepticon symbol is bad. But of course, that's to be expected, because... Anyway, let's get into the transformation. Take out the legs, and you fold them outwards like that. Bring them down, baby. And then bring them forward. Frip out the leg. Bring out these. And then the fists just go down with a notch that's on the side. And then you flip up head and turn it around, unless you were having it the other way. Which, to that, I say, I mean, I think you do sounding, which is a bad thing. And there we have him, G1 Soundwave. And he is big. Let me tell you, he is good. Very big. Look at Blitzwing compared to him. He is huge. And I think he would actually match up with, like, the G1 Blaster, which is just Soundwave, but not that cool. And, yeah, you can attach this to his shoulder, you know, to have his shoulder cannon, which can, I don't know why, I think the original toy did this, it can extend a little bit, so you can put it on him better. But I like to leave it like that, so it doesn't look like a stinky head. Posability, you can rotate the arms up that far, the elbow can do that, and the head is on a swivel, and you can do this, and that's pretty much it for posability. But I mean, posability for G1 Transformers is like posing a Hot Wheels car. You can't pose it. He came with 2 more cassettes that I'm pretty happy that I got. He can only carry 2, or maybe 3, who knows. We're gonna get him out of the way for right now. And there they are. So we have Laserbeak, which does not stand because of its head. This gets in the way, so we're just gonna put him like that. And you have, what's his name, Ravage. You have Ravage, which, they're both actually pretty nice looking cassettes, even though they are very big. And I actually do have a comparison, because I was going through Walmart, right, looking for Transformers, and I came across a cassette, like half a original Transformer cassette that I need to find. There it is. I don't know what cassette this is. All I know is that he doesn't have any legs. This is how big the originals were. So that's how you know how, but he's missing legs, so he doesn't. He exploded. He's dead. No trace of him. Anyway, we're going to get both of these transformed and then go over some of the accessories. First, we're going to take Laserbeak, push the head open, which on this toy, for some reason, it won't go all the way in, which is annoying because it doesn't stand up properly. Do that, and then take the legs, bring them down, and then fold out the wings, which are pretty simple. And the reason why I didn't like this figure is because there's parts forming. These things go onto his back. They just plug on, which, of course, as you've heard, or as you know, this is a knockoff, which for some reason, they plug in, right? And then they just are loose for some reason. What? That doesn't make any sense. There you have him. Now we have Ravage, which is the most solid out of this entire set. You want to bring down the tail, bring down the head, and then pose the legs however you want him to. And if I can pose him right, he'll be able to stand up. You attach these 2 boosters, which I can understand are parts forming, because, yeah. There's something. Remember the Ravage from the movie where he literally just dies by Bumblebee skinning him? Spoiler. And there you have those 2, and Ravage looks better. That is a problem. If the most solid figure is the smallest figure and not the big one, what? What sense does that make? He has some more accessories. We'll just put them off to the side. If I can try, again, you open this up, this cheaply made. I could probably break this thing with my pinky. That's how cheap it is. You get a concussion blaster, which can extend, and you can plug this piece in, which is the only piece that actually snaps in. And then you can get into his hands, which I actually filed down to get into his hands, but it looks all right once you get everything in, like so. And I forgot to talk about posability with Laserbeak and Pterosaur. You have a little swivel. This can move up this far and then move back that far. There's a hinge joint and then a hinge joint, which, buckcock, chicken, haha, funny, hee hee hee. And then you can... Ah! Okay. This is the problem. This is the problem when you're cheap. When you're cheap, you make bad decisions. And that's a problem. Like, right, it plugs in, right? And it's just... What? Yeah, but you can actually bring this in more for some reason if you want to, but you're not going to do that. I mean, the legs are posability, but, like, You're not gonna use the legs for anything. Then him, Ravage just has a hinge joint, and then a rotation. He can look up. Tail can do whatever it wants. Hinge joints at the back, and then rotations like in the front. These are okay. Okay, I think they're good. They actually look nice. The problem is that this Soundwave it's just too big, and it's so sad. It's actually the second, I think, actually maybe the worst Transformer that I have. Like, look, out of all the characters, I thought that this was the worst one. Okay, the worst one that I thought was this guy, this Grimlock here. At least he's solid. At least he actually stays together, which is great. But or any like Combiner Wars Transformers, because those things are just loose whenever they hold something, or at least all the ones that I've gone. This thing, it doesn't stay together, and it's just don't. Okay, look, if you find a real one with Laserbeak and him, or any other cassettes for a cheap price, get it. I don't care. You need to get it, because this, never get a knockoff. I already have two. I have two of them. Remember that Evasion Mode Optimus Prime? That's the second one I have. And he's just, yeah. Overall, again, I do not recommend this thing, because this thing is just, it's bad for your eyes, it's bad for the soul, it's bad for you as the consumer, and most of the parts you can't even store. You can store, no, you can't even store this part. You can't even store this part. You can't even store this other part because it's too long. The only part that you can store in here is this. That's it. And maybe one of Ravage's things, but it's only one. And you press this down, that opens up, and you take off all the parts coming, and you get him back in there. Why am I transforming it back? To send it back to hell where it belongs, where it came from. I didn't spend that much money. I spent like $8 on this thing, so it's not that much, which is good. And it says Japan on it. Why is there copyright on a Transformer that's not even? Please just get in, please, Ravage. Again, overall, do not recommend this character. If you buy one that is third party, or at least like knockoff, do not buy it. No. Goodbye.